Here's Troy O'Leary. And a tough month for O'Leary, but is coming on here in the latter part of April. 2 hits here Monday, 1 last night. 2 balls and no strikes to count. Hitters count for O'Leary with Garcia Parra at second, 2 outs, a run in. Well, the Red Sox here in the top of the first. And it's now 3 balls, no strikes. Clark has pitched with 5 big league clubs: the Cardinals, the Indians, the Mets, the Cubs, and now Texas. And he's pitching for Johnny Oates. O'Leary takes all the way. It's a called strike.
Thing at fastball grip. They'll change that in the glove if he's going to throw a different pitch to that.
Goes ball 4 to O'Leary. First walk issued by Clark. He's walked 8 in about 16 innings of mound duty so far this year.
And he's also given up 4 home runs already this season.
All this with 2 outs, the double by Daubach, double by Garcia Parra, now the walk to O'Leary, and here's Carl Everett. 359 for Everett, leads the Red Sox with the 6 homers and the 18 runs batted in. Everett seemingly has done it all for the Red Sox this year. The batting numbers speak for themselves. Made a terrific defensive play in the game last night to take extra bases away from David Segui, robbing him as he went out towards the gap in left center field. "80 degrees, our official game time temperature here in Arlington. A little warmer than it is back in New England. Just about perfect weather for the Red Sox when they needed it the most on this visit to Texas. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sox will charter out of here after the game today, head up to Cleveland. They'll have an off day tomorrow, and then open a 3-game weekend series against the Tribe Friday night at Jacobs Field. Cleveland is playing this afternoon, wrapping up their 3-game series in Seattle. Everett hits it pretty well out to right field. Kapler is back. He's on the warning track at the wall. It's gone. A home run for Everett just over the wall at the 381 sign. A 3-run blast by Everett. The Red Sox have a 4-0 lead. I mentioned the walks. You mentioned the home runs, Jerry. The walk to O'Leary followed by the home run to Carl Everett. 4-0 Boston.
They got a curveball too that time from Clark, and a good job staying back for Everett. There's the breaking ball right about thigh high inside corner, just where a left-hander likes it, and Kapler will run through all the moths and not be able to catch up with the baseball. All this with 2 outs.
Second baseman Jeff Fry bats. Fry goes the opposite way. Line drive, base hit to right field on the first pitch. Mark, who has had his difficulties, had an 8.60 ERA here last year, and was a wide body 747 coming into the ball game today, has surrendered 4 runs here in the first inning. Here's Dick Bosman, the pitching coach, coming out. Everett has hit his 7th home run of the year as Bosman discusses things with his starter. Here's home run number 7 of the year for Carl Everett.
That breaking ball did not fool Everett at all. He did a nice job staying back on it, and just enough distance to get over about, what, 382? And give the Red Sox now the 4-0 lead.
Again, all of this happening with 2 outs. With the home run, Everett now has 10 2-out RBIs to lead the Red Sox this year. Jason Varitek, the Red Sox catcher, the 8th hitter that the Sox have set to the plate against Clark here in the first inning.
And nobody warming up either in the bullpen for the Texas Rangers at this point. You don't have time to get anybody up. 2 quick outs and then the fireworks.
Double by Daubach, double by Nomar, walk to O'Leary, home run by Everett, single by Fry. Clark has had previous success against the Red Sox, 2-2, lifetime against Boston. And a no-hitter through 7 innings as a member of the Mets a couple of years ago before Reggie Jefferson led off the 8th inning with a base hit. And in that game, Clark hit a home run off Tim Wakefield. But the Red Sox have jumped on him early here in Arlington this afternoon. Five pitches now for Clark, who is off to a quick start. Got Offerman and Nixon quickly. I was falling behind Varitek, 3 balls, 1 strike. Getting action in the bullpen now for the Rangers. That's up high for ball 4. 2 on now for the Sox. That Parachute we saw in the ball game last night, a left-hander warming in the bullpen. Aggressive hitter at the plate here for the Sox. 3rd baseman Wilton Barris. Breaking ball from Clark is down and away. 1 ball to no strikes. Manny Alexander at 3rd base for the Red Sox last night. Barris started the series opener here Monday and went 0 for 3. Here's a hot shot to left field. That falls for a base hit. Fry being waved home by Wendell Kim. Barris comes through with the RBI single. It is 5-0 Red Sox.
Well, every time Clark throws the ball over the plate, the Red Sox are hitting it hard someplace. I mean, it's either a ball outside or something over the plate that they're having good swings at. Not fooling anybody first time through the lineup. Is the breaking ball too much of the plate? Barris, a guy that'll chase pitches off the plate. That right over the plate. And the hard line drive in front of Chad Curtis for the RBI single.
There's a guy at the plate that desperately wants to get in on this hitting parade. Jose Offerman serves this one down the left field line, just foul. That's the way things have gone for Offerman here in the month of April.
Yep, you're right, Bob. If he's going good, that's right on the chalk, right?
Yeah. Extra bases. As it is, it's a foul ball. Offerman twice in the game last night was called out on strikes. The 3rd time he went down swinging, slammed his helmet at the plate. The offensive funk that he's been in. Batting here with Varitek at 2nd, Barris at 1st. Sox have batted around against Mark Clark here in the 1st inning. Takes a called strike, and suddenly it's 0-2. Johnny Oates' crew has not played that well in the early going. They've lost 7 of their last 9. They come into play today. 4 games under, break even as Clark misses with a high pitch. 1-2 the count. Texas right now last in the West with an 8-12 mark. Strike 3 called and a pitch on the outside corner. So the struggles continue for Jose Offerman as he's called out on strikes to end the inning. The Sox, though, thanks to the 3-run home run by Carl Everett, pick up 5 here in inning number 1. They've got a 5-0 lead. The Rangers coming up.
What does the future hold? What will it look like? How will it feel? At New York Life, we are confident that whatever tomorrow brings, our values will remain steadfast. The financial strength of our products, the integrity and humanity of our company. So no matter what it looks like, tomorrow, like today, New York Life will be the company you keep.
What happens when you question everything? 3 great wireless companies can become one even better wireless company. Simple, affordable, national. Bell Atlantic Mobile, AirTouch Cellular, and PrimeCo have become Verizon Wireless. Join in.
5 big runs up there on the scoreboard for the Red Sox before the Rangers bat here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the Texas lineup for the ball game. Luis Alicea leads it off at second base. Chad Curtis follows in left field. Butch Rodriguez hits third. He'll handle the catching chores as always. Rafael Palmeiro DHing in this one. David Segui gets the call at first base. Ruben Mateo out in center field. Gabe Kapler will play right. Bryce Clayton's at short, and Tom Evans, the rookie, at third base.
And the defense for the Red Sox, they're 4th in the league. 10 errors in 17 games. Wilton Veras at third base. Nomar Garciaparra, the shortstop. Jeff Fry at second. Brian Daubach at first. Left to right, Troy O'Leary, Carl Everett, and Trot Nixon. Jason Veritek behind the plate. And on the mound, left-hander Jeff Fassero. His 4th start. A record of 1-1. That win coming against Minnesota. Lost last time out, but pitched very well in that game against the Oakland Athletics. Matter of fact, the Red Sox lost it 1-0. And he is perfect in his career against the Texas Rangers, 4-0. As a matter of fact, he spent a little time with the Rangers toward the end of last season, made 7 appearances for them.
I was traded here from the Seattle Mariners. Batted 7 games with Texas, started 3 games, and the Rangers won all 3 of his starts, and then worked in the postseason for the Texas Rangers. So Jeff Fassero has been staked to a 5-run lead by his mates. Fassero has pitched better every time out this year.
Well, nice to come out with a 5 spot on the board before you even make a pitch.
Luis Alicea leads off here for the Texas Rangers, wearing their alternate blues again. They've worn it for the majority of the year. About 75% of their game as they sort of switch the color schemes. They've gone from basically red-white back to red, white, and blue, with blue right now the predominant color. Alicea has been hitting pretty well in the series. Has a couple of hits, including a double, and he's knocked in a couple of runs. He's got a 10-game hitting streak, which is 1 shy of his career high. He had an 11-gamer back in 1992.
And doing very well against lefties. 8 for 17 on the season against left-handed pitching.
This one top foul down the third baseline. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fassero was the opening day pitcher for the Seattle Mariners last year. Had the opening day assignment a number of times in his career as both a member of the Seattle staff and before that with Montreal. Omar Garciaparra will make the throw over to Brian Daubach, and there's 1 out. One gone in the Texas first inning. Left fielder Chad Curtis getting his 11th straight start out in left field as he continues to fill in for the injured Rusty Greer, who was out for 4 to 6 weeks, had arthroscopic surgery on his ankle. So Curtis is the man in left field. Was after the first pitch from Fassero, and he had a duck out of the way. Fassero did, as that one came right up the middle. It's a solid base hit for Curtis.
Well, Curtis has always had good success against Fassero, particularly the times he was in Seattle. 409 batting average, and he's going to add to that with that base hit line drive up the middle. First pitch right back through the middle. Fassero just ducks to get out of the way, and Chad Curtis has himself a hit. Look at those moths.
Rangers have a base runner here with 1 out in the first inning. 29 for Pudge Rodriguez with 6 early home runs, but he struggled against the Red Sox in this series. Chops this one to third. Barris down to second. Fry turning it over to Brian Daubach, and the quick inning-ending 5-4-3 around the horn double play. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. After 1, the Red Sox lead the Rangers 5-0.
You've got a key to your house. You've got a key to your car. Well, now you've got a key to the pump. Speed Pass from Mobil. It's your personal key to getting in and out of the station fast. Just wave it at the pump, gas up, and go. To get your free Speed Pass, call now, toll free. Mobil Speed Pass is linked to a major credit card or check card you already have. Over 3 million people are already getting gas faster with Mobil Speed Pass, the fastest way to get gas.
This is a weird one. Guy's got a metal plate in his head. Now he's picking up radio signals on it.
Two outs here at the top of the 5th, score tied at 3. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive.
Having a few friends over?
A home run by Johnson.
Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
This is a weird one. This guy's got cable.
Do you think your fridge can hold all that?
It's always a challenge.
Well, why not get a bigger one at Sears? The only store that carries the top 6 brand names.
It'd have to be a really good price.
Oh, it is. Right now, you'll save $100 on a Kenmore top mount refrigerator with a built-in ice maker. It's only $4.99.
Sounds great.
And when you buy any home appliance over $3.99, Sears will deliver it for free.
So I'll be able to keep lots of crisp green stuff, right?
Lots. Hurry, sale ends Friday. Sears, the good life at a great price, guaranteed.
Well, the Red Sox have a 5-0 lead after 1 inning here in Texas. Let's take a look at the RBI leaders around baseball. Brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Mike Bordick with 25 to lead the American League. Jason Giambi 24. Batista, Coomer, and Brad Fulmer all with 23. A couple of those guys with Toronto. National League, Vladimir Guerrero, Tatis 25. Todd Helton 22. And Galarraga and Mike Lowell of Florida both with 19 RBI leaders in both the American League and National League.
Oh, one of the players around Major League Baseball that sat out last night's game, 6 Florida Marlins, sitting it out. Protest over the handling of the Elian Gonzalez situation down in Florida. Marlins were not alone. They just had the most players minus in the game last night. They addressed only 19 in a loss to San Francisco. Here's Trot Nixon. Brian Daubach, Nomar Garcia-Parra to follow. Mark Clark, who had a very rough first inning, back out for a second here. No round against the Sox. Trot Nixon flied out to center in his previous trip. Nixon hits this one high in the air to right field. Kapler is there to make the catch, and there's 1 out.
Some other players joined in also yesterday. Jose Canseco of Tampa Bay.
Notable exception was Rafael Palmeiro.
Yeah, we were
Texas
hoping he
Rangers.
would. I know, Bob, you wanted to yesterday, but I talked you into staying to do the game.
Rafael said his teammates needed him. Daubach takes a called strike. Clark was sailing last inning, got the first 2 outs until Daubach ripped a double in the corner in right field. Then the roof caved in. 5 runs later, the inning was over, highlighted by the 3-run home run by Carl Everett. Trying to make 2 wins in 3 games here against the Texas Rangers. They were swept by Texas in the only 3 they played here last year. Texas won the season series with the Sox in 1999, 5 games to 4. Dahlbach sends it foul over towards the Texas dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count.
Day game after night game. Stanley getting the day off and Dahlbach getting to start at first base. Stanley get a chance to work on those gloves.
When he first moved to first base, he went over to Mo Vaughn and borrowed a glove, and he has retained that glove, and that's been his first base glove ever since. And he has no intention of getting rid of it. He just has to do some more work on the webbing of the glove, but that will remain his gamer. Dahlbach hits the 3-2 pitch after a high pitch and drove it out to center field for a base hit. Has ideas of going for 2, but Mateo hustles the ball back into the infield.
Well, the longest Clark has gone in a game this season is 5 1/3 innings, twice. And he may not make that today. Everything that goes over the plate is up, and Red Sox hitters are taking advantage of that. That looks like a changeup that's above the belt, and Dahlbach with the hard line drive to center field. And once again, left-handed action out in that bullpen for the Rangers.
One on, one out. Here's Nomar Garcia-Parra. Takes a called strike. In the paper this morning that Clark would have probably one more start, although after today you have to wonder. Fassero continues to warm in the bullpen. Justin Thompson will make one more rehab start now, we're told, before he rejoins the Texas Rangers. That'll come Monday. He's pitching at Double-A Tulsa the next time out.
Nomar was trying to get out of the way of that pitch and ended up swinging at it. Fastball runs back inside, and then you see the head of the bat out in front of home plate.
Chops this one to third, and it bounces off the chest of the rookie third baseman Evans. Hit sharply, but Texas has had defensive problems this year.
Yeah, they really have. And you know, Bob, they've got Evans in there today, who's the better of the two defensively. And it's interesting, Lamb's played some pretty good defense the first 2 games of this series. Now an error by Evans, who's supposed to be better defensively. Let that ball play him. He stayed back on his heels, got the bad hop, and no place to go after that.
Like they've scored an error. Boy, O'Leary will dump one here into center field. Rounding third, heading home is Dahlbach. The throw will be up the line. Dahlbach able to score in the play, and the Red Sox lead is now 6-0.
Bob, this is one of the poorer pitching performances I think we've seen in quite some time.
And it's over as Johnny Oates will come out to make the change.
Again, another pitch that's up in the zone, and O'Leary will take it to the opposite field for the base hit. He continues his hitting streak. Now it's 6 games. Good strong throw by Mateo, but it's going to be off the mark up that third base line, and Dahlbach comes in to score. Red Sox with the 6-0 lead.
Verizon call to the pen. Fassero has been warming up out there. He's all set to come in the ball game. We'll take a break. Back with more baseball from Arlington, Texas, right after this.
The toughest trucks in New England come with the toughest claims to back them up.
Hey, we like to get extreme, you know, down and dirty.
Ford Ranger XLT, the #1 selling compact pickup in America, just $199 a month.
When we're looking for a good time, we pack up the crew, throw the bikes in the back, and we come up here and catch a little air.
A 4-door Super Cab XLT with V6 power and more, just $199 a month.
Forget about kicking up your heels, because you'll be kicking up some mud.
The best lineup of trucks on the planet. Built Ford tough, only at your New England Ford dealer.
Well, when I got hurt in this work, glad I had supplemental insurance.
Supplemental insurance? What's that?
Aflac.
Well, even best insurance doesn't give you cash to cover things like lost pay, other expenses. This does.
What does?
Aflac.
Shouldn't ask about it at work.
Really? And what's it called?
Aflac!
Aflac. Without it, no insurance is complete.
Aflac.
A lot of Red Sox offense so far. 6-0 lead only in the second inning. Tune in tomorrow morning for Nesson Sports Desk. Start the day off right with all the news, highlights, and scores from the night before. That's Nesson Sports Desk, weekdays starting at 5 a.m. only on Nesson.
So far, they already have plenty of highlights to show you tomorrow as the Red Sox have jumped to an early 6-0 lead. X is making the pitching change. This the left-hander that we saw last night, Matt Parasho.
Yeah, pitched a third of an inning last night against the Red Sox, giving up 2 hits. And we kind of featured last night the troubles he's had against left-handed batters. They're 5 for 6, and the only out he got was Troy O'Leary last night, and that was a line shot right at first base. Overall, his 5th game of the season.
Carl Everett here for the Red Sox already has the big hit in the ball game. Here's his home run off the starting pitcher Clark. It is gone. It is number 7 for Everett. That made it 4-0 at that point. Sox have added 2 cents. Here's Everett again with Garcia Parra at second, O'Leary at first. Everett, of course, hitting right-handed against the left-hander Parasho. He's hitting .369 up in Nomar territory with now 7 homers and 21 runs batted in. After it is Mateo. Mateo over to make the catch. The runners will have to hold. Everett hits it a long way, but it is a long way to the fences out there.
Well, the Red Sox made another signing today. Curtis Pride. Remember, he was with the Red Sox a few years back. Got him out of the New York Mets organization. Was in Norfolk for a player to be named later. So in the last couple of days, some minor leaguers added. Figure. Rojas, of course, was coming off shoulder surgery. And now Curtis Pride. Montreal, Detroit, the Red Sox, Atlanta, and now back to the Red Sox.
Here's second baseman Jeff Fry, who is 1 for 1 so far in the game. Fry, who lives in this area, played with the Texas Rangers at one time. First we've seen Fry in this series other than a pinch running appearance earlier. He was a pinch runner in the ball game on Monday night.
It's a place where some folks thought that maybe Jeff Fry would end up again back here in Texas.
The Rangers were at one time in the market for a second baseman. McLemore had signed with Seattle. Frank Catalanato came over from Detroit, did a nice job while he was in there. Here's Fry driving one out to center field. Mateo over to make the catch, and that will retire the side. Parasho getting both Everett and Fry to win the inning. Sox get 1 run though on 2 hits. There was 1 Texas error. Sox left 2 aboard. They lead by a half a dozen after 1.5.
What?
You are now free to move about the country.
A powerful V8 and 4-wheel drive that takes you anywhere. To enjoy this part of the country, you need an SUV. But yours isn't here. And it won't be back soon because you didn't ask your car dealer to install LoJack. The average stolen car is recovered with over $5,000 damage. With LoJack, it's usually recovered with less than $1,000. LoJack, the only stolen vehicle recovery system used by the police. If your new or used car is ever stolen, get it back with LoJack.
Imagine a place that understands you'd rather be doing anything on Saturday other than fixing your faucet. A place that knows you can't spend half the weekend shopping for your weekend projects. True Value. For the jobs you do most and look forward to least. Because the sooner you get done, the sooner you can get back to this thing called your life. True Value. Help is just around the corner.
Back in Arlington, the Red Sox have a 6-0 lead as we move to the bottom of the second inning. Will come help the Red Sox usher in month 2 of the 2000 baseball season. On May 1st, the Tigers come to Fenway for a 3-game series with the Red Sox. Call now while there are still plenty of great seats available. To order tickets 24 hours a day, call 617-482-4SOX or visit the website online at redsox.com.
Pretty good offensive support continues for Jeff Fassero here. He now has a 6-0 lead. Rafael Palmeiro leads off for the Rangers in the second. David Segui and Ruben Mateo to follow. 286 for Palmeiro, 8 home runs, 2 of which have been hit against the Red Sox, and has 15 runs batted in. Palmeiro did play last night. He went 1 for 3 with a walk. 20 career home runs against the Red Sox. And a .312 batting average.
And he's homered in the last 4 of the 5 games he's played against Boston.
Now 4 straight until last night. They finally kept them in the park. Palmeiro DHing this afternoon. David Segui, who probably is his equal defensively, will be at first base. 2 very good first basemen carried by Texas. Both excellent with the glove. Rafael Palmeiro, who won the Gold Glove last year despite only playing 28 games at that position, as he came off a couple of rounds of knee surgery.
He must have really been good in those 28 games, huh, Bob?
Must have been flawless. Segui is one of the finest fielding percentages ever at first base, but has never won a Gold Glove. Palmeiro has 3 to his credit. It's the leadoff walk. We head back to our Nesson studios now, and Tom Caron.
Thank you, Bob. The Twins looking for their first 3-game sweep at Yankee Stadium in 32 years, but it's not looking good. A pair of home runs in the 6th inning. First one from Derek Jeter, and this 2-out home run from Tino Martinez makes it a 2-0 lead for New York. They're leading into the 9th. Andy Pettit went 5 off the disabled list.
The Twins going what for the sweep? You said 11-11. Tom Kelly's crew is this year, playing .500 baseball. Yankees tied with Baltimore with a 12-7 mark. They lead the American League East. Here's Segui driving one deep out to left field. One hop off the target sign out there. O'Leary will play the carom. Palmeiro goes to third. Segui has a double.
Well, Segui has struggled from the right side of the plate in the early going, but he jumps on that first fastball from Fassero. It's, again, another pitch above the belt and right into that gap in left center field. Not going to take any chances trying to score. Palmeiro down by 6 runs and nobody out.
But hit the bullseye with that one. He took dead aim and got it, I think, on one hop. So second and third. Nobody out for the Texans. Ruben Mateo takes one up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. 253 for Mateo. A couple homers, 6 runs batted in. Had a home run in the ball game last night. Came off of Pedro Martinez in the 6th inning. In for a strike. Has been a very durable pitcher throughout his major league career. Over the last 5 years, his average better than 207 innings per season. Slowed last year. Long throw for Wilton Veras, and Veras makes a strong throw to get Mateo. The runners had to hold. Veras had to air that one out.
Yeah, that's the only place there back to the pitcher's mound, and that runner at third base is not going to try to score. It was a curveball. Mateo sounded like he broke the bat. And a long throw by Veras, a strong throw, and it had to be just to get barely at first base Mateo. Check that runner. He's not going anywhere. Now he has to go all the way across the diamond and just barely get Mateo at first base.
Second and third, one out now for Texas. Gabe Kapler, the right fielder, bats. Kapler just 197 so far in the year. 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. Doing his walk again against Fassero here. He did it against Pedro Martinez to try and break Pedro's rhythm last night.
And he always takes a lot of time between pitches. He'll step out. It just seemed like last night was extra long time.
Palmeiro at third. David Segui down at second. 1 out. 2-0 on the hitter Gabe Kapler. And it's pulled foul. Bounces over the top of the Red Sox dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty good crowd this afternoon for afternoon baseball. Don't see much of it down here. Only early in the season.
Ballpark seats about 49,000 people. Was opened in 1994.
Another month from now, it's too hot to play day baseball here in Arlington.
Great this afternoon, 80 degrees. 2 balls, 1 strike. Count on Kapler, who's had at least 1 hit in each of the first 2 games of the series. Talking about Fassero and his durability, he had surgery to remove bone chips from his left elbow after the 1998 season with Seattle. That may have slowed him a little bit last year because he struggled with both the Mariners and then with Texas. Wound up a combined 5 and 14 a year ago. Signed by the Red Sox as a free agent. Had a tough spring training for Boston, but has pitched better every time out. Lost a 1-0 game, as Gary mentioned, to the A's his last outing. This time he's coming back from the usual, what is it, about 9 days rest for Fassero, just like the rest of them.
Yeah, let's see. The last time he pitched was on the 17th against the Athletics.
Trying to get comfortable here against the Rangers. Kapler awaiting the 2-1 pitch. Fooled by the veteran left-hander. It's 2-2. Every hitter took as much time as Kapler. He had 4-hour game.
Wow.
Walking around so far for a 197 average. And down on strike. So this time he can walk back to the Texas dugout. Fassero gets his first strikeout of the ball game.
Looks like the split of that time from Fassero down out of the strike zone. Kapler can't lay off, and those runners remain at second and third now with 2 outs. The bottom just fall out of that pitch for Fassero. Kapler completely fooled.
Two outs in the Texas second. Number 8 hitter, the shortstop, Royce Clayton. Missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Rangers had runners at second and third against Fassero. Nobody out here in the second, and if Jeff can come back and get Clayton, he can get out of the inning without a run scored. Clayton hits it high in the air out to left center field. Carl Everett drifting back and will make the catch shy of the warning track. So Fassero, despite second and third and nobody out, escapes without a run scored and still has his 6-0 lead intact after 2.
On Thursday, we'll meet a girls lacrosse player who's rewriting the record books at Phillips Academy in Andover, Massachusetts. And we'll hit the floor with one of New England's best high school men's volleyball teams. We'll spike your interest Thursday on Front Row.
You've got a key to your house. You've got a key to your car. Well, now you've got a key to the pump. Speed Pass from Mobile. It's your personal key to getting in and out of the station fast. Just wave it at the pump, gas up, and go. To get your free Speed Pass, call now, toll free. Mobile Speed Pass is linked to a major credit card or check card you already have. Over 3 million people are already getting gas faster with Mobile Speed Pass, the fastest way to get gas.
What happens when you question everything? 3 great wireless companies can become one even better wireless company. Simple, affordable, national. Bell Atlantic Mobile, AirTouch Cellular, and Primeco have become Verizon Wireless. Join in.
6-0 ball game after 2 innings. Donnie Sadden, the rest of the Red Sox of the future, are getting tuned up in Pawtucket. And this Thursday, they'll be at home to take on the Ottawa Lynx. Join Bob Rogers and Rico Petrocelli Thursday night for all the action beginning at 6. That's Pawtucket versus Ottawa. AAA action from McCoy Stadium Thursday night at 6 right here on Nesson.
What is that I smell in the booth?
Wow, look at this, huh? We have ribs, we have shrimp. Thanks to Jackson Chase. He wants to send a message along. Gretchen Smutney says hi to her mom and dad back in Haverhill. She's up here for all 3 of these games, visiting from Austin, Texas. But
wow,
this is quite a spread here. We have the ribs with all the sauce, and of course the nice shrimp that we had last night. That's Jackson Chase in the background. So
he's bringing this stuff in. He can do the ball game here.
From Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Wow,
taking care of the local kids.
Well, the local kids here have a 6-0 lead over the Texas Rangers. Jason Baratek, first ball hitting. Hits it a long way to center. Mateo back. It's gone. A home run for Baratek to straight away center field. The fun continues for the Red Sox. It's 7-0.
Well, Veritek picks up his second home run of the season. And both home runs coming from the right side of the plate. Veritek's different than most switch hitters. He's a low ball hitter from the right side of the plate, a high ball hitter from the left side of the plate. Just the opposite of what most guys are. How about that play?
Barehanded by Segui after the throw from Alisea. The man can play defensively, can he? Even barehanded.
There's the flip by Alisea, and he little stumble, and I think that caused him to have to make the play with the bare hand. Game's easy.
Here's Jose Offerman. He was grounded to second and struck out so far. This one fouled back. You wonder about, at least I do, about the future of Segui here. I mean, you already have Palmeiro, and I'm thinking that they have he's a great fielding first baseman. I mean, he would be a welcome addition to a club looking for one. At third base, you've got the 2 rookies, neither of which have come through so far for Texas, so that's a hole. And if Kapler doesn't hit out in right field, that's going to be a problem as they try and replace Juan Gonzalez. Not that he's 157 RBIs are replaceable as Offerman grounds out.
That seems strange. A guy like Segui is a very good player, and he's moved around a lot, different clubs, and you wonder why. I mean, every time we see him, Bob, he plays great. He swings the bat well, defensively terrific.
I mean, the only possible knock against him, I would think, would be that you don't get the big power numbers out of him that you do a lot of first basemen. But he fields the position as well as anybody. Always has hit for a pretty good average, very consistent. He'd be pretty good against the Red Sox all the time. Rod Nixon shooting one up the middle. Royce Clayton will make the play. Clayton getting it over to Segui, and that will retire the side. Sox add another run thanks to the long home run by Jason Varitek. They've got themselves a 7-0 lead here after 2.5.
Everyone wins with the new Red Sox ballpark. The fans win with modern concessions, restrooms, and 10,000 more great seats. The community wins with better transportation, roadways, and traffic improvements. The economy wins with thousands of new jobs and millions of dollars in new spending. And the team wins with a competitive edge from 1 million more fans per year. The new Red Sox ballpark. Everyone's a winner. To join the team, log on to redsox.com.
Oh, congratulations. Thank you. Oh, it's just beautiful, honey.
Isn't it pretty? I'm just nervous.
It is. That's all I wanted to know.
Dad, I have something to tell you. David and I are getting married.
Oh, boy.
Citizens, 2-minute equity loan answers. What's your bank doing for you?
To better protect your lawn from grubs, we got inside the mind of the grub.
Oh, am I hungry? I'm starving. I need me some grass root. I'm gonna eat the whole yard.
Introducing Bayer Advanced season-long grub control with merit. Kills more grubs, guaranteed.
What's this?
And just one application protects your lawn all season long.
I ain't hungry no more.
Bayer Advanced. Better thinking, better results.
All Red Sox so far in this game, 7-0 lead as we move to the bottom of the third. Well, kids, here's your chance to bring Wally the Green Monster wherever you go. Come down to Fenway on Sunday, May 7th when the Red Sox take on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. The first 12,000 fans, 15 and under, receive a Wally 2000 backpack buddy. This stuffed mini Wally character has a convenient backpack clip so you can take Wally wherever you go, courtesy of Papa Gino.
Day we are having here at the ballpark, 80-degree temperature, perfect day for baseball, shrimp and ribs upstairs, and a 7-0 Red Sox lead. Doesn't get any better than this.
Not much.
Rookie third baseman Tom Evans batting for the first time in this series. Mike Lamb had gotten the call at third the first 2 games. Again, they had Todd Zeile, they thought, all signed and sealed and delivered at the end of last year during the offseason, and then Zeile went and signed with the New York Mets. Talked into it by Mike Piazza, and Texas was left with a hole at third base. But it seems in looking at the ball club, this is a team, Texas, that won the Western Division, been in the playoffs the last couple of years, that they have potentially a hole at third and maybe one out and right. After the trade of Gonzalez, Kapler a prospect, see how he comes along. They've loaded up on left-handers in their starting rotation. Kenny Rogers, Justin Thompson, who will be coming back, and also Darren Oliver. As you know, they've had the much publicized difficulty with the New York Yankees in the playoffs, being swept out of the playoffs in 3 straight each of the last 2 years. Garcia Parra goes a long way to get to the ball, turns it loose, and gets his man Evans at first base.
Well, most of the time, Nomar makes this play on the run going toward the line. He'll just plant that back foot this time and really get a lot on this throw. There's a backhanded play. He'll plant, and then the good, strong, over-the-top throw, a strike to Dahlbach to get the out.
One out here in the Texas third. Top of the order. Here's Luis Alicea. Rounded out to Garcia Parr at short. Back in the first inning. We're carrying a .328 batting average. Again, a 10-game hitting streak on the line for Alicea. One ball, one strike. Rangers have made the playoffs 3 times the last 4 years, every time eliminated by the Yankees, once 3-1. The other 2 times the last 2 years in 3 straight. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. On each occasion against the Yankees, the Texas offense, which was so potent during the regular season, has gone to sleep in the postseason.
And I'm sure Yankee pitchers have quite a bit to do about that. Different style, trying to get more pitching. Justin Thompson's going to help him. I like him. He's a good left-handed pitcher.
So Kenny Rogers here Monday night. Oliver also added. Rick Helling from the right side. So Esteban Loaiza be the other starter. Alicea sends it foul again down the third base line. So still 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Sox already with 7 runs, 8 hits. They've gotten home runs this afternoon already from Carl Everett, a 3-run homer in the first inning. Solo blast by Jason Varitek in the third. Fassero last inning worked out of a second and third. Nobody out situation to keep the Rangers off the board. Here's the 3-2 to Alicea, grounded to third base. Wilton Veras to Brian Daubach, 2 outs.
Certainly a good sign for Fassero. He's getting a lot of ground ball outs in this game. I would tell you he's keeping the fastball down. Also that split finger fastball working for him. That creates a lot of ground ball.
Here's Chad Curtis batting with the bases empty and 2 outs.
Just think, Bob, you 1 out away from another rib.
Or 2. Great combination. Barbecued ribs, big shrimp. You get treated well here in Texas. One ball, 1 strike to count. Curtis singled to center his first trip. He has one of the 2 Texas hits. The other one a double last inning by David Segui. This one fouled down the third base line past third base coach Jerry Narron. Still a ball and 2 strikes to count. Can you get it? Yep. What, 23,000, 26,000, I think, the first night. A little over 31,000 last night for Pedro Martinez. Maybe not quite that many, but a good crowd on hand here in Arlington this afternoon. Great looking ballpark. They had to close it in out in center field. Those are office buildings out there because there's really nothing to look at. They're out of the prairies here, the fields between Dallas and Fort Worth. They don't have a downtown to look at like we showed you the other night in Detroit and Comerica Park, or what they've done with Jacobs Field or Camden Yards in Baltimore, stadium similar to that. This is a suburban ballpark, but they did a terrific job with it. It's particularly imposing from the outside. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Curtis lifting in the air down the left field line. Long run for Troy O'Leary. Won't get there. It'll be another hit for Curtis, another double. He had 2 of them in the game on Monday.
Well, certain guys just give you trouble, and certainly Curtis is one of those guys for Jeff Fassero. Over 400 coming into the game. He's now got 2 hits. This sounded like it was toward the end of the bat, but no way that O'Leary could catch up to it. It just kind of dies in that outfield grass, and Curtis has that double with 2 outs. Here's some good play out of Chad Curtis while Rusty Greer is on the DL.
Reg Rodriguez off to a fast start, but has really been slowed by Red Sox pitching thus far in the series. First ball hitting, pops it up. That goes Nomar Garcia-Parra on the outfield grass, and Rodriguez is now 0 for 10 in the series against the Red Sox. No runs, 1 hit, the 2-out double by Curtis, who is scrambled at second base. 3 complete here in Arlington. Still a 7-0 lead for the Sox.
Running late, but you want to catch last night's scores? Well, then join Bob Rogers, Jamie Parker, and Wendy Nix for NESN Sports Desk. In just 15 minutes, get caught up on the Red Sox and the rest of Major League Baseball. Sports Desk will keep you up to date on all the NHL and NBA playoff action. To get all the scores, news, and highlights in a timely manner, NESN Sports Desk is the place weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 and an expanded 30-minute edition on weekends from 6 a.m. till noon.
Back here at the ballpark in Arlington, 7-0 lead for the Red Sox. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Time now for our Aflac trivia question. Who holds the Red Sox record for the highest average in one season by a catcher? Who holds the Red Sox record for the highest average in one season by a catcher? We'll have the answer for you the next half inning. Just have a hunch with 100 years to work with. Mr. Carroll has gone back a ways of time on this one. So we'll see. The answer is not readily apparent, is it? Had to come up with that one in a hurry. He's working on little sleep, Jerry. This is a trivia question coming a day game after night game. At Paris Show, in honor relief of Mark Clark, Brian Daubach leads off the 4th inning for the Red Sox. Daubach followed by Nomar Garcia-Parra and then Troy O'Leary. Daubach already with a couple of hits in the game, a 2-out double to get the Red Sox started on their way to a 5-run first inning. He had a single in the second. Both of those against the starting pitcher Clark as he fouls this one away. 1-1 now the count on Daubach.
You know what we should do, Bob? Send a couple of these ribs down to Joe Castiglione and Jerry Truppiano. They wouldn't enjoy some of this.
Well, they would.
You want to run a couple down there to them? The ribs?
On the napkin, run them down to Red Sox radio. Texas won the series opener here 5-4 on Monday. Sox came back with a 6-3 win last night. Had a 7-0 advantage over Texas this afternoon. The hitters, Jerry, didn't seem to be affected at all by the 4 days off.
Well, Red Sox have spun the bat well, even in that first game back.
Well, called out on strikes here. They had some big offensive performances against the Tigers before the 4 straight postponements.
Fastball right down the middle for strike 3.
One out in the Red Sox 4th inning. Here's Nomar Garciaparra. A 13-game hitting streak for Garciaparra, who has a double and safe on an error. Rocks this one to left field. Well hit. It leaves the yard. Gone. A home run for Nomar Garciaparra, his 2nd of the year. It is 8-0 Red Sox. They've now scored a run in each of the first 4 innings. 5 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and thanks to Garciaparra's round tripper, 1 more here in the 4th.
Well, the Red Sox now with the 3 home runs in the ball game. That gives them a total of 26 on the season. This is a rocket by Nomar. Just a line shot home run. The Red Sox like these day games in Texas.
Hey, same thing, yummy.
Troy O'Leary swings and misses. O'Leary today has walked and then singled and drove in a run in the 2nd inning. Sends it foul back towards the club seats. 1-2 the count now on Troy O'Leary. Sox already with 8 runs, 9 hits on the day. Home runs by Garciaparra, Varitek, and Carl Everett. Sox began the day 10 wins, 7 losses on the year, a game behind the tandem of Baltimore and the Yankees on top in the American League East. Troy O'Leary puts the Red Sox in double figures hits wise. That's their 10th of the day as O'Leary dumps a single into left center. He has 5 hits in the series.
Yeah, this is good to see from Troy O'Leary. Early season struggles, now 6-game hitting streak, 2 for 2 today with a walk. Good approach too against the left-handed, trying to pull the ball, went to the opposite field for the base hit.
Carl Everett. He's 64 on the year with the 7 home runs, had the 3-run bomb back in the 1st inning. Off the starter Clark, rocks this one up the middle. Right past Parrish, almost caught a piece of him. Red Sox continue to hit the ball and hit it hard.
Wow. Right back up the middle by Everett. It looks like he got a piece of Parrish right there. Either that bounced right in front of the mound and up through the middle for the base hit. Red Sox now with 11 hits here in the 4th inning.
Bosman out to talk with his pitcher. While we have the opportunity, we'll sneak back to our NESN studios and Tom Caron. Tom?
Thank you, Bob. Great comeback in Miami. The Giants had a 6-0 lead, but the Marlins come all the way back, down 7-4 in the bottom of the 9th. 2 on, no outs. Mark Kotsay takes former Marlin Rob Nen deep. A 3-run homer ties it up at 7. They're now in the 10th in Florida.
Farm system, and apparently it's paying off this year as the young Marlins are coming through. We've got some activity in the bullpen for the Rangers. Another left-hander, Mike Munoz, warming up. As fellow lefty Parrish struggles here on the mound. Jeff Fry has gone 1 for 2 today. He singled to right and flied to center. Base runners for the Sox. O'Leary at second base. Carl Everett aboard at first. 1 out, a run in on Garciaparra's home run here in the 4th.